Dear All Saints parishioners and families, once again, it's a great joy to communicate to you and to be in touch with you. This third reflection, the weekly reflection that I'm sharing with you. First of all, I hope you are all doing really well, and I pray every day that all of you stay safe and stay healthy. Know that you are always in my prayers, and know that you are all missed. Whenever I come into the church and see the empty pews, I always think about all of you, and I'm looking forward to that day when the church would be again open and I will see you all. Hope God will grant soon the joy of being together as a community, not being virtual community. And also, before I begin my reflection, I wanted to really thank all of you for your great generosity that you have showed to my appeal through Christmas in August. I can compare this year's response with the previous years. I'm so much touched by your generosity. And therefore, I would like to thank all of the parishioners, all of the families, even in this difficult time. It only reminds me how much you love this community, how much this parish of All Saints means to you. And therefore, I am really humbled and I am inspired, and I am so much really grateful to all of you for this wonderful generosity that you have shown and you are showing to this Christmas in August. So on behalf of our Finance Council, I shared it with the Finance Council last week. Every week I have a virtual meeting with the Finance Council to go over all of our financial situations right now. And I shared with them how much I am so much inspired by your generosity. And I would like to thank all of you for being so generous at this time. And as we are making every effort to be in touch with you, we have a beautiful Sunday coming. This is Thursday that I am giving you this message, but coming Sunday is known as Good Shepherd Sunday. It's also the World Day of Prayer for Vocations. And therefore, this fourth Sunday of Easter is always, the reading is from the Gospel of John, which is about the Good Shepherd. We all have that image of the Good Shepherd. No, probably all of you have seen the image of the Good Shepherd carrying the sheep on his shoulders. And as we celebrate this Good Shepherd Sunday, the very powerful theme in all the 3 years, the year A, year B, and year C, is Jesus reminding us, I know my sheep. I know them by name. And my sheep hear my voice because they recognize my voice, and therefore they trust me. We will hear this reading on this Sunday, coming Sunday. As I said, this powerful message that God knows me, not one among many, but God knows me by name. I have always told you in the Bible, when God calls someone by name, he claims that person to be his own. So when Jesus says, I know my sheep by name, what he means is, in the biblical sense, knowing is loving, and therefore Jesus says, I love each of my people because they are my own. Naming is claiming. I know you by name, and therefore you are mine, and therefore I love you. So the powerful message on this Sunday, which is the Good Shepherd Sunday, as you visualize the image of the Good Shepherd carrying the sheep on the back of his shoulder is the love of God. And in the gospel, we will also hear how Jesus brings about this love. This love is a love that protects us. And therefore, he would say, I am the gate to the sheepfold. And therefore, to understand this image, in those days, the sheepfold were not like fence. They just put stones on stones and built a small barricade. And there was no door. And usually the shepherd lied. So he was sleeping in this door to prevent the sheep from going out and therefore getting into danger, and to prevent any wild animal to come in and to steal the sheep or kill the sheep. So the image, I am the gate. No one comes except through me. Jesus says, you are mine, I love you. That love means defending you, safeguarding you, protecting you. That's what I do as a good shepherd. And therefore, when you hear this message this week, I want you to really know at this difficult time, as you are struggling, as you are in pain, as you are going through a lot of discomfort in your life, I want you to really, all of you, to think about this incredible love of God, which really says, you are mine, I know your name, I love you, and therefore my love will protect you, defend you from every danger. I think more than ever, we need this truth to sink into our hearts today. And as a parish community, we are trying. Just now I finished my Zoom meeting with our parish staff. One of the things that I have asked them to do during this time, as some of them are working from home, I have asked them to really get in touch with all of you, calling you, or through email contacts. And we have also taken up the project of updating our database, which is kind of really very much outdated. As we are trying to call people, we find out the phone numbers have changed or they are not in use. And therefore, we are trying to really update our contact information so that we as a community need to be in connection, in touch with one another. And the parish has every obligation to be in touch with you. And therefore, I encourage all of you, as you hear this very powerful message on this Good Shepherd Sunday, know that your community, your parish is trying to reach out to you. And therefore, if you would like to really help us in this, please, if your contact information or your phone number has changed, call the parish office or email me. I'm here in the office every day. I'm checking my emails, and therefore email me so that we can get it updated. And someone from the parish, we have wonderful people, 7 people, who are willing to call parishioners just to check how they are doing. Is there anything that they need? Are they getting all the information from the parish? And therefore, we are trying every way to get connected to you. And I seek your cooperation. If you really want to be in touch with us, please send us your contact information. We will be in touch with you. And I wish that this Good Shepherd Sunday will be a day for us to renew our commitment to one another. Just like Jesus, the Good Shepherd, assures us that he knows us, he loves us, and therefore he will protect us. We need to really make sure that we stay connected to one another in this community of all saints as one faith family, stay in touch with one another during this difficult time, and be supportive to one another in whatever we do. And I hope and I pray that we keep this sense of community. As I have told you in my Christmas in August letter, we will come out of this situation stronger than ever, with a greater sense of community. Because if there is one thing that has happened during this time, we have come closer to each other, even though we are physically separated from one another. And therefore, I wish and pray that this day of prayer for vocation and this Good Shepherd Sunday will not only remind us of God's love and how His love will protect us, but will remind us of our role to love one another and be of support to one another as a loving community. My prayers to all of you. Thank you.